In today's Wellness Wednesday, we're continuing our coverage of American Heart Month. Go Red for Women, the American Heart Association's signature initiative, empowers women to take charge of their physical, mental, and maternal health. Joining us with more on one of those pillars is Regent's Executive Medical Director, Dr. Amy Kahn. Doctor, thanks for being here as always.
Well, thank you, Matt. Good morning. It's good to be here.
All right. Well, first off, why is right now a good time to take a closer look at our heart health?
Well, cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in women. And in fact, most women are unaware. The American Heart Association recently reported an alarming decline in awareness, particularly women who are younger. Those of ethnic and racial diversity are less aware. And it's important because some simple, modest lifestyle changes can spell the difference between developing heart disease or not.
Okay, of course. Now, as we mentioned, one of the pillars is mental health. Now, this is something maybe a lot of people don't know. How exactly does that relate to your heart health?
Well, the Go Red for Women campaign, which is the American Heart Association's signature campaign, is really about driving awareness about preventing heart disease or heart attacks or strokes, but also helping women embrace their physical, mental, and even maternal health. So when we think about mental health, it can affect our physiology in a number of ways. It could raise our blood pressure, putting more pressure on our heart and heart muscle. It can cause us to maybe develop habits that aren't so good, turning to excess alcohol. People may use tobacco to cope with stress rather than using some healthier practices to help keep the stress in check. And then lastly, for some, stress can cause some inflammation, which is really hard on the body and can be a cause of further development of heart disease.
Yeah, it all makes sense. And of course, the pandemic not helping anybody right now. Now, one of the facets of mental health, like we were talking about, is resiliency. What exactly does that mean in this case?
Right. So resiliency is really the ability to withstand, bounce back, really grow in the face of adversity and challenges. And as we know now, a year into this pandemic, we've had plenty of opportunity to really reflect on that. But resiliency is an important quality or skill, if you will, that allows us to be successful through challenging times.
Gotcha. Now, as you just mentioned, we are nearly a year into this pandemic. So speaking of resiliency, how exactly can we recharge our own resiliency?
Well, recharging really first starts with developing awareness. How are we doing? What are our strengths? What have we done well in the past? And what may not be working out so well for us right now? So, in addition to that, it's probably a good time to do a little health check, right? How are our practices? Are we eating right? Getting enough rest? Getting some exercise? Those can be really good ways to help address and improve our resiliency. And lastly, let's not do this alone, right? It's not a go it alone time. It's a time to really connect with each other and make real for yourself and others what's happening so that you can find new skills and find new ways to cope more successfully during this time.
Perfect. And doctor, we're just about out of time. So quick question, what resources, that is, are there out there if people need a little more help?
Sure. Persons can certainly go to their health plans, Regents, and other plans, as well as the healthcare system itself offers screening, offers opportunity to get therapy, treatment for conditions that might ride along with what's going on right now. And then ultimately, go to the internet. There are lots of tools there, tools on mindfulness, meditation, resiliency training, stress reduction, and also some community resources that allow people to feel more connected to each other.
Perfect. All right, great tips this morning. Joining us has been Regent's Executive Medical Director, Dr. Amy Kahn. Always some great tips.